state of Arizona here in Tucson at Arizona Stadium for an historic game in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Rice Owls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Rice. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like...
Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the right. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give to the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. On target to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He now has 74 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. give to the tailback. And another broken tackle.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness to him.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown! Oh! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
That's why, as a defense, you have to game tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Hawaii. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Just plowing ahead. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owl.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Looking for the 2-point try. Johnson wants to throw it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the single back. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Warriors.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight and give back that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Now improvising. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Breaks the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in. Gives it on the option. He did not make
making a stone wall on third down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The give to the left side. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
On the run, it's Miles. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Owls with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through a tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Rice will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hand. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and turning it on. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got a man. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter. Happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you've got to have plays, you've got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.